Today we're going to kill every piece of life on this planet, all to exploit their resources. They all live in these little eggs. As we walk around, we pop their eggs and let them out, at which point they get very angry and try and kill us, but we kill them first. We get upgrades for clearing the areas. So, my Gatling gun does an active rapid fire ability, so we're going to increase that by 35% damage. That's going to make it even quicker to kill them as we move on to wipe out more of their areas. The tricky thing is, as we try and move around them, we pop more eggs and let more creatures out. But that's kind of fun at the same time because it's our job to kill them all anyway. So we're just kind of cleaning this planet up a little bit. And it's going to help once we stack up a few more weapons on here. So we'll go clear out the drill spot, clear out all the purple spots. It'll spawn a bunch of idiots, but they don't last very long anyways. And we have a mystery one, so let's see what we have. Vortex blade, that sounds fun. Also, the more weapons we have, the more we use our fuel, which is the yellow stuff. Enemies drop it routinely, so we just gotta kill enough enemies to keep killing enemies. I'm not really sure what the yellow spot is. Maybe it's like a nest of little ones. I do like how that blade runs out there and sits there and kills them, so I just gotta pull them around into the blades. Really want to see what I get for killing the yellow thing. The blade is also kind of small. We're definitely gonna have to make that bigger at some point. Okay, it blocks our path and we take damage. Didn't really see what I got from that thing, but that's perfectly fine. We'll just keep moving on. We're gonna go straight towards the thing because the enemies are so weak anyway. We can take a whole bunch on at a time. That's right, idiots. Follow the mech. There's another Gatling gun increase. Some of these get pretty good. Rapid fire damage, another 35%. So the more shots in a row we land, the more damage we do. Every once in a while there's a countdown like that, and it's going to unleash all the enemies around me in a big way, so it's nice to have a little cleared out spot for that. But I'm also really greedy and just want this loot right now, so we're just going to kind of go ahead and fight our way through this. The cleaver is one I do like. That basically just auto swings around, and even at its base level like this, it's quite dangerous. So since I have a little area cleared out here, yeah, I'm going to just, not only are we shooting them with a minigun, we are cleaving them in half already. Now we just got to take these skills and upgrade them to oblivion. I just pulled a lot of enemies toward me. This might have been a mistake. Oh, they slow me down when I touch them. Uh-oh. That was really close. Alright, well, we're gonna have to be just a little bit more careful with what we do. Literally just a little bit, though. I'm not that worried about it. But if some of you wanted to drop some health, that would be okay. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm feeling better. I don't know if the enemies are getting stronger or I'm just sort of getting stupider, but I do need to remember that when I touch them, they slow me down, so I can't maneuver as well as I think I can. For this, we're maybe gonna take a lucky charm. It enhances the abilities of critical hits. We get an 8% critical hit chance across all of our weapons. Crits, I think, do double damage. That's when you get the red number readout. So considering how many things we're hitting, that's going to be a lot of extra damage. By the end of this, we need them popping like popcorn. Unlocked another little zone. Do we want the mystery one? Do we want a mortar? Do we want homing missiles? Let's take the mystery box. Arsenal buffs all active skills. Global damage plus 30%. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That's huge damage increase. So now we should be able to bust into these guys. Yeah, we're doing white damage readouts for like 48. So on critical hits, we'll be doing 100 damage. Hopefully we can just keep stacking that one again and again, like upgrade it itself. Okay, we got a 20-second timer cooldown coming up, so I'm just going to clear out a bit of an area. That way when it goes off, I'm in a relatively safe spot. Also, my fuel levels are running low because I'm not killing as many things as I'm supposed to be, which is odd. Even for me to say that out loud, it feels weird, but if we let this go here, well, we still spawned in a lot more than I wanted to, but still not that bad considering our current damage output, so we'll be fine with these guys, especially if they pick up the fuel and keep cutting them. We picked up so much fuel there, we got like overcharged or something. When our fuel goes above max, we get extra damage. Okay, this time should be simply an upgrade for one of our existing skills. Depending on what it is, we'll choose our way carefully. Our spinning blade, maybe just our Gatling gun again. Bullets bounce from one enemy to the next, we lose a little bit of damage, but that's okay because the bullets will bounce, so it's actually a pretty big damage increase. And we're doing lots of damage as it is, so we just need to get the bullets out there. 41 meters. Oh, there's a red crystal. Those are used for permanent upgrades. I maybe should have been paying attention to the layout of where all the things were because I probably did this in a really inefficient way. And we got a new type of enemy that's one of the charging types, so we're gonna have to work a little bit hard to avoid them. They're already getting a little bit hard to avoid, so this is only gonna get harder and harder. For those guys, it's not bad if I have a little bit of room to work with, but any step that I didn't want to take in either direction really spawns a lot more idiots, which is okay as long as we can kind of have the room to maneuver around them, but if things get tight, we're gonna start getting trapped. Okay, we'll go and clear out a big chunk of that. Okay, we did spot a new upgrade. Lucky Charm might be fun. Oh, Arsenal on the bottom. Whoops, I didn't mean to walk into this one. I was just saying I want Arsenal. Okay, well, we're gonna just make the blade thing bigger, so when it flies out there, it'll hit more idiots, because it's not hitting a ton right now. And there's only 20 meters to the next thing, so let's start to clear out a little bit of an area. There's a few sort of in this direction. There's hearts right below us, so we're gonna get a little bit greedy with this and maybe take a little bit of damage because we can just put that right back on. Oh, never mind. The hearts disappeared. Forgot they did that. Well, we're going to keep walking in circles for a second then. And hopefully some of my circular strategy eventually works. The enemies are starting to swarm us. We need to pick up all that fuel. That'll give us some extra damage for a sec. And then we can walk in here. Also grab these. The bouncing minigun does actually help quite a bit. It really will hit extra things. And our damage really isn't that bad. Okay, there we have Arsenal again. That's the one I want. So I'm going to work hard not to pick up any of the wrong things. And then this should be each kill grants healing. These are all really cool, but I want healing. If we can get heal every time we kill something, we'll be a lot more survivable. Survivable? I don't know the word I'm looking for. A lot tougher. It's not the strongest yet, but if we can put on just a little bit of health every time we kill something, that's just so much better than it was before. Because there's really just a lot of enemies. At any one time, we're killing multiple things. Oh, that's a big horde of idiots also. But I still have supreme confidence in my ability to do this. I feel like that mining thing down below me was red, so maybe that's a special one. Just gotta work my way gently closer to it. I feel like I'm moving too much. I do kind of want this stuff before it disappears. Obviously, the more I move, the more stuff I uncover, which is good and bad. And I think we got the boss spawning in and a huge horde of idiots, so that's kind of poor timing for us. We're going to grab the cleaver because it's close. I'm just going to give my blades lots of extra crit chance there, so they're always critting because I think they're doing big damage anyway. So as long as I avoid him when he spawns, he's not too dangerous. He's pretty quick when he chases me around, but I think we got this situation mostly under control. He spawned in. We'll give him a big swipe with the blade. We'll give him another big swipe. Tons of fuel right there, so we're looking pretty good. There we go. We'll get some damage directly on him now. I should probably be luring him towards the next thing, but I want to take care of him, especially before the timer runs out. Okay, gonna keep swiping him. The blade got him there a little bit, and I wish we could walk him into the blade better. He's almost dead though. He is dead. Oh, and he dropped stuff. Oh, he got free upgrades. Increased crit chance of all skills tagged with blades. I'm pretty sure 2 of my skills are blades. That's why they're the same color. And I'm gonna turn the blades area up. I've got 2 blade skills, so that's bigger area for both. And that's gonna help a lot. My sweeping blade thing is really gonna hit a lot. Look at all those 30s. Oh, and that was the point where the timer counted down. I forgot that was going on, but our damage is high enough now. I think we'll be able to mostly walk through these guys. Especially if we just kite them around in a big old circle, we'll pick up the health. We get heals from killing them too. I need to remember that so we can play with more confidence. This is definitely pretty satisfying, especially when those land on everyone. But we keep looking at the upgrades. I was hoping for Arsenal there. Well, maybe upgrade the cleaver because I feel like that's really starting to do some damage for us. Well, we're going to do a bigger area with that. That way we can penetrate deeper into the mobs. We're here to penetrate as deeply as we can. All the creatures of this planet. I just did a really weird bad walk. That really could have killed me there had those spawned a little more. Okay, we're getting to that awkward point where things are regenerating so quickly that I'm trying to avoid them, but I'm also walking into a lot of them while doing it. Might have the room I need to maneuver now. I did get a heart, so that makes me feel better. I've been looking for one of those for years. There we go. That big blade really cuts through them all. Okay, down we go. Get out of the way, idiots. I'm just gonna walk straight through you all. I'm feeling confident. There's a 4-leaf clover down below. I don't think I've got one of its upgrades yet, actually, so maybe we can get some better luck going. Lucky charm, what do we got? So we can have a huge crit chance under 40% health. We're just going to take a global 5% crit chance. All my weapons now get an extra 5% crit chance, so some of those have got to be getting pretty high by now. I am seeing a lot of crits. I wonder when we get another boss fight. I just want the upgrades from it, though. I get an achievement for killing 2,000 idiots in one run. 2,000. Yeah, I feel like the last couple minutes our damage really started to take off. And it's only going to go up from here. What do we got now? Maybe we'll just keep going with the cleaver. I think it's my favorite so far. Let's get it another 15% area because I feel like we're doing a lot of crit damage and stuff anyway, so now we're doing a big circle with it. So anything that comes anywhere close to me gets cleavered in a real big way. And plus, I've got multiple blade abilities now, so the more we can manage to upgrade those, the better I'll feel about life in general. Lots of fuel. There's our next thing. There's, like, the ground is almost made of enemies here, so I gotta be really careful how I move. Or maybe I don't. I'm not really sure yet. We'll uncover the mining area, then we got some space to maneuver. Now we only have to maneuver just a little bit before hitting them again and again. Ooh, we got Arsenal again. Definitely gonna grab that. An extra 25% blades damage. Well, we got 2 big blade skills, so my blade is really gonna hurt. I didn't even really take much time to read the other ones. I think there was one for healing on kill. We already have that. Would have been double the amount, which could have been nice. But I see damage and I click. I'm a simple man. We just somehow uncovered that whole giant area, so I'm gonna back up real slowly. Nope, we're going up here. We're going for a walk. I don't know what's making all those areas explode like that. I think I'm setting off some kind of explosive or something, but suddenly there's so many enemies spawning and I don't really know what to do about it. I'm doing my best to not get hit, but I don't know what happened. But that also means I can spend some of my red tokens on upgrades. So I'm going to take 5% more movement speed and increase maximum trigger range by 10%. Not entirely sure what that does, but it's probably good. I've also unlocked a character called Butcher with blades, and blades did well for us last time, so we're going to just do the character with blades. So we're maybe going to get Vortex Blade again. That seems like a natural choice. Blades on top of blades, and we get blade upgrades, and they all match each other. There's so few enemies to start now. I feel like I can just move around so freely and not really have to worry that much. I obviously have to worry a little bit, but we're definitely going to get Arsenal. I think that's going to give us lots of extra damage, and we like damage. Global damage plus 30%. That's really ridiculous when you think about it. I'm not entirely sold on my throwing blade skill. Like, it just kind of goes out there, and I'm not sure how many things that realistically hits. It's obviously going to help, but we might need to upgrade it before it really shines. Did already find another upgrade though. Cleared it all out. Arsenal again. There's a few good things here, but I think global count increases blades and launcher skills count. So I think I fire an extra blade now. Yeah, I like swing my thing twice. I do a little bit less damage per swing, but I swing it twice, so I have like an 80% increase in damage. And then we can just put that damage back on somewhere anyway, but yeah, this extra blades is going to be really, really good for us. I think it also said launchers too, so if we get a launcher ability, we're definitely going to take it. There's the Vortex Blade, so let's see if we can make that bigger or something. Increase area of all blades, sure. So now there's 2 going out, that's going to be much better. My goal now is to cut every creature on this planet in half entirely. And we got the timer coming up for the countdown, but we got more things coming up. I would like some heals on kill at some point. For now, we'll settle for getting our cleaver even better. Okay, we're going to turn their crit chance up by 8%. That's certainly going to be a big boon to our damage. So far, they're pretty much one-shotting everything. Apparently, we do more damage right at the tip of the blade. I forgot I read that tooltip in the beginning. So if we keep them at the right range, we can do more damage, but eventually we'll just try to hit everything anyway. Okay, the timer counted down, so here comes a swarm of enemies, but this is actually a really strong character so far. We're just eviscerating everything with our blades. And almost got this one cleared out. We're going to get a fresh new item for us. Upgrades. We have the mystery one. We're going to try that because maybe it's another blade. I think detonator might actually be a launcher, so that might be a good idea, but scatter shot. That definitely doesn't really work towards any of our current skills, but it is an extra ability, an extra weapon, so it's just more easy extra damage. Plus we have at least 1 bonus to damage on it, so all in all, we're doing a lot of damage in all directions. Got another area almost cleared out. The rapid fire guns thing in all directions is actually kind of nice. It really does help soften things up a little bit. Do we want Lucky Charm? Nah, let's do Cleaver. Increases damage, but increases cooldown. That's fine. I'll take extra damage on that. It swings twice anyway, so it doesn't need to swing a lot. If it kills everything in 1 hit, then we don't need it to swing ever, really. So I'm going to get bold here and dive way into enemy territory. Okay, that was a mistake already. I see that now. We're strong, but we're not that strong. Not yet. I did get some heals there, though. There's a bit of an empty spot with regards to enemies, so we'll sneak in there and clear out a space and slowly work our way in. This one felt strangely easy so far, considering it's getting later in the round. Okay, here it comes another thing. We'll maybe take Mortar, because that's a launcher, so we're going to get extra launcher out of it. Fires a missile at random enemy in range and explodes on impact, dealing area damage. Yeah, that's going to help. That's going to help thin things out, because we have limited range on our swingy blades, naturally. I'm also going to take about 16 seconds to clear out a little bit of an area here. That way when it counts down, we're not completely overrun. Look at me strategizing for the first time ever. Usually it works out worse when I do this, to be fair. Okay, there we go. We cleared out a bit of an area. Let's start thinning them out and getting them all hopefully in 1 direction. Okay, they're basically already dead. I'm moving on. I do want life on kill, though. I'm missing that part. Especially with our multiple weapons now, we're almost constantly killing something somewhere. Okay, lots of things we could choose to upgrade here. I'm not really sure what to focus on. Maybe Cleaver, because it's a blades. It increases damage, but also increases cooldown. That's perfectly fine, because we can reduce the cooldown separately later anyway. I just need the blades to hit for lots. And they're definitely hitting for almost 100 there on their crits, which seems really, really adequate. There was a red drill down to the lower left. I'm still not sure what that means, but it is red. Normally they're yellow. That one stood out to me last time, so maybe that means if I mine it, it starts the timer thing. Maybe this whole time I've been thinking this is a good thing when it's actually killing me. Okay, I did the thing, and it might have actually spawned a boss. So we also have the boss chasing us now, but our damage now should take care of it pretty easily. Wow, look at my health suddenly. When did that happen? There's also an arsenal upgrade on the ground over there, so I'm definitely going to pick that up while also moving very quickly in this direction. Arsenal's a big one for me. Oh, there's healing on kill, but there's also more more blades. So I'm just gonna do blades. I'm gonna get greedy. Glass cannon is the only way we do it here. So now we do 3 sweeps with our blade. We also throw 3 blades. I wish I had more blade skills, but I guess I shouldn't complain. Our damage is actually pretty good so far. I'm out of fuel also because I'm not killing any regular enemies. Wait, what? It turns out when you run out of fuel, you die, which seems obvious in hindsight. But anyways, we've come back right to where we were. This time I've come armed with lots of explosives. And we also get lots of healing every time we kill something. And then we get 1.5 times missile damage as well. So all those missiles that are flying out hitting everything are certainly going to start doing a lot more damage. I've really come to appreciate the explosions. And you know what? Explosions have never let me down before. So it's weird that I haven't used them yet. I was also just running really low on fuel there. So I really need to pay attention. Especially when I'm fighting the bosses. Continually pick up more fuel. It's very important to our survival. So even when we're fighting this guy now, I'm sort of just going to be going through regular enemies because I need the fuel they drop. Otherwise I will die. I don't know what our fuel burn rate is right now, but it's not as bad as it was before. I also just need to get some really consistent damage on him, but he disappears every time I hit him, so it's really annoying to deal with. So I'll start making a little bit more of an effort to give him some love. Him and I just don't spend enough time together these days. Okay, we got a few good hits there. We definitely took some damage in doing so, but I do get a full 1 heal per death of enemies. So I had to sacrifice probably a little bit of damage this run for extra survivability, but then the damage will come again later. For now, I really just need to worry about staying alive in a really big way because suddenly there's a lot of things coming at me and my fuel is also running low. It just gets really hard suddenly at this point. But big idiot's almost dead, and then we'll hopefully get lots of good upgrades. Gotta keep staying away from them. Extra movement speed might also be worth it at this point. That might also be an entirely different way I'm supposed to be doing all this, but big boy is dead. So our blades are gonna do more damage and our mortar is gonna get an upgrade, and then it's gonna get increased launcher count by 1, so it's gonna launch 2 things instead of 1 now. Each thing's gonna get a slight reduction, but like I said before, that's still got to be like a 70% increase in damage overall. So there's really not much luck there. I guess detonator maybe works along with my other skills. I do have detonator already, so let's hope it ties in with the explosives. Increase explosion chance of all skills with the launcher. So yeah, okay, we're gonna get higher explosion chance with all of our launchers. I do have quite a few launchers, so that really is gonna help. If we have explosions like that, everything dies real fast. And enemies in this game are always bunched up, so explosions really are gonna be our friend. The next boss is probably also going to be really tough, so we got to stack up some damage in anticipation for that. We're slowly going to circle our way closer and closer to the next thing because we need that maneuverability in space right now. The enemies are spawning so frequently, they're really getting hard to avoid. There's a mortar homing. I was looking at everything but the enemies there. I'm going to add another ricochet to the missiles. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I haven't really been paying attention to exactly what they've been doing, but extra ricochets mean extra enemies dying, which means more healing. More healing means we live longer for more upgrades for more damage. Maybe I'm just shouldn't be perpetually moving, but then the enemies get that close and just wail on me like that, so I don't really know where the balance point is anymore. I'm just going to keep doing whatever it is I'm doing and hope for the best. Those big explosions are a lot of fun when they go off though. They really tear through the enemies. Finally made it to another thing just as we're about to bust through another giant wave of idiots, so this is going to get chaotic. Hopefully our explosions trigger a lot right now. Although the edges are pretty enemy free right now, so I actually have a little bit of room to maneuver for the first time ever. Look at all the fuel we have too. The missiles really decimated that big group. Actually, those are getting really strong. So let's work on detonator. Increase explosion chance of all skills with launcher. I also didn't really realize that there seems to be like an S tier of things, so I've really got to be maybe trying to figure out how to get that or whatever that means. I might also be entirely misunderstanding that, but we're gonna see what that is. And we're getting that thing where, yeah, every time we go near the edge of the thing, then a whole giant area gets pushed out and we gotta fight a billion idiots. Might actually be these. Something, whatever. We're just gonna move in there and we'll make the explosions do all the work for us. Yeah, that actually works pretty good because the missiles fly out and hit them way out here, and then I get heals from that anyway, so pretty much invincible. We're gonna see what we can do for mortar upgrades. Launcher count by 1, yes. More mortar launchers, more explosions, because that really hits all of them at once, and I don't even know if that's my strong attack. Like that was 2 mortar launchers and destroyed all of those idiots. And I like that also because then they don't have to come anywhere near me. They can be way over there and taking damage. Got another upgrade on the way. That was kind of a dangerous maneuver. There was a whole bunch of enemies below me a second ago. Luckily we melted them with our amazing salvo. Okay, homing missiles 4 out of 6 to get the S tier. I guess that's what it's trying to tell us, so we need a few more of these. Okay, well, we're going to increase critical hit chance of all of our launcher skills because launchers were where all of our damage is coming from anyway. And critical hits and explosions sound like a winning combination to me.
I keep getting myself in these tight little jams.
Where I get very close to dying, and then luckily we do that, and we get some heals from all that. Plus a lot of fuel we need to pick up. I keep forgetting we need to continually pick up fuel. Luckily we kill enough things it happens automatically, but that's probably going to be what kills me. That's a lot of damage. Alright, we luckily... Ooh, look at all the heals we get from that though. Like, look at all the damage readouts. So we're definitely playing a bit of a cat and mouse game here, where they almost kill us, and then we kill them and take all our health back, but it's very close. I just want to see an S tier skill, that's all. So maybe we'll unlock one here. Give me my upgrade. What do we got? Do we get the right one? And yep, that one. We also have a bad wave coming in, so let's go ahead and pick this up. 5 of the 6 needed. Makes missiles more powerful. They'll fire less often, but they're a lot stronger anyway, and that doesn't matter. The enemies will all group up, we'll kill them faster. And there goes the time thing, so we're gonna have a lot of enemies coming in. Hopefully there's a spot down here we can slip through, sort of. Alright, I think we're still okay. Maybe. Oh, this is actually uglier than I thought. Oh, the fuel's disappearing before we can get there. Our circles are too big. I need to get into the fuel. More fuel. Wow, that was actually really close. This is starting to get stressful. I didn't sign up for stressful. I signed up for stupid. Okay, all of them are dead. We're moving on up to get this one. There's going to be less enemies for a second. Oh, never mind. There's a lot. Just keep spinning around. Grab some fuel. Well, I'm just hoping we can heal our way through the damage really at this point. That's kind of what I'm relying on. And we'll hopefully get a new item landing there shortly, and hopefully it's the one we need to get our S tier, whatever. We're gonna get greedy and go for it. Not really sure why it isn't landing yet. I think we might actually need to destroy the purple, the yellow thing on the ground there, because it's technically standing in the way, which is kind of annoying, but we got it. And we did get Arsenal, so we'll take that. Each kill grants healing, so we're gonna get 50% more healing per kill now. Then I'm just gonna bulldoze my way down here for a sec, because I just wanted to get close to here while clearing ourselves a little bit of room. The amount of damage we're putting out now, plus the healing, means we can survive some kind of stupid things for a minute. And stupid things are what I'm here for. Look at that giant explosion. Gotta remember to not run too far though, because then all the gas cans disappear. The kills are all actually like healing through our damage though, like really quickly. Alright, let's wake up some more of the idiots. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hatch and enjoy your new life for 3 seconds before I kill you. Just gotta clear out a bit more of that. I might have to remove this stupid rock to be able to get my stupid upgrade, but that's okay. I've got time. Okay, there's the homing missiles. I think this can get us an S tier now. Executioner's Call. Shoots an extra missile with a 50% chance after killing an enemy. Okay, so I think that means like if that skill kills an enemy, it's going to fire an extra missile out, and it's often going to be doing that because we're firing at giant hordes of idiots. So I probably should have been building my way towards those things sooner, but you know what? We got one now, and that's all that really matters. Look at all the damage we're taking. Oh, that was weird. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'm not really sure what to make of that. They slowed me down, but we got an S tier upgrade.